were cars parked nearby that had mysteriously had parts of them melted and warped. It's the cause of it was the building's windows. The panes were installed in such a way that they reflected a sunbeam potent enough to damage the cars. In this instance, though, we're not dealing with sun rays. Judging from a flash of light and those burn marks you found, we're probably dealing with a lasers here. But this isn't the ordinary laser pointer. We're talking about only weapons-grade lasers could leave such deep burns. The question is is how someone managed to set them up all around Shinjuku and fire them off without people spotting them. There hasn't been any big power surge in the area. Could there be batteries? No, wait, the digital wave readings are fluctuating weirdly. Huh? Yeah, I know. Don't tell me they're using digital waves as a substitute as for microwaves in their impromptu maser. If that's the case, then... Here, I think you can trust my deductions and your good luck to pull us through. Did you go offline? No. Not that I know of. Is it still showing me on? Oh. My Twitch still says 3 hours and 58 minutes. Oh no, I guess it did. Okay then. Alright, I guess that'll split the stream up into two. Oh, apologies for that. Not quite sure what happened there then. Right. Right, okay. So, of course. I like that attitude. Then here's the deal. The culprit is aiming that laser at you using every reflective surface in that area. We're going to use that to our advantage. The fact that there's lasers bouncing around towards you means we can trace it back to its origin point. To do that, you need to get in the line of fire, but you have to time it well, or else you'll get a hole burnt right through your skull. Nice. Do you get what I'm asking here? As soon as that laser's got you, I want you to connect jump into it and dive inside. If my thinking is correct, the laser is actually a type of digital wave. If it is, the instant the beam of light hits something, it forms a connection with the origin point and establishes a Forks network of sorts. That's what should make it possible for you to connect jump into it. This seems very risky. I know it sounds crazy, but you're easily the luckiest person I've ever known. You can do it. Trust yourself and tackle this head on. Just concentrate. If anyone can do this, it's you. Okay. Don't hit me with a mallet. Just hit it. There you go. Stun recovery. I feel like if an attack does more damage than the enemy's health, it should do a little bit of damage to the other enemy that's with it. But that's just me, you know? Oh hey, Flamebird's here. That would be handy, yeah. I think it probably... I mean, to be honest, this game isn't, like, so far, it's not too difficult. I don't know if it's just where I've been trying to get lots of the different Digimons that I've over-leveled stuff, so to speak, for now. Yeah. There's no item here, but there is up in the other one. But yeah, overall, how was work? Like, because obviously it was your first day for a little bit, so how was it going back in? Andy. Not too bad for the most part. That's not too bad though. I just want to get all the dead ends because there's normally items up there that I can grab. Alright, okay. So Greymon's getting up there. He's only got a little. Once he levels up again, and he's only got a little bit longer, and then he can. We can get him digivolving him. We have got a few more evolutions today as well, which is pretty good. We even used the human one that we've got. She feels like a character out of Bayonetta, the way she moves and attacks. Damage up. Alright, we also got Leomon, which is like a lion with a big sword. Right, not this way. Any good ones? A few curious ones. We got Leomon, which is this one. He's pretty cool. We put a few in the thing to do. But yeah, that's on that side. I brought in Kabuteramon. We got a few others as well, which is sort of mixing it all up. Who are you? How did you find me here? Are you some sort of goon trying to take me back? You're not with the army? Well, I'm an optical weapon Digimon that broke out of a certain country's military. I was developed and trained to be a weapon capable of attacking the real world directly from cyberspace. But I hated it. I hated being worthless to them. For any other purpose aside from that. And I hate anybody in the army who just tries to treat me like a weapon, so I ran away. You're wondering why I was attacking the sea? But I was just practicing my techniques over the network to find something else I could do, that's all. Oh, so my lasers were shooting out into the real world without me even realizing it. Sorry about that. I try all I might, no matter how much I run away, I really am just a mean old weapon in the end. I'm wrong, because if I was a real weapon there would have been casualties. You really sound... Hey, are you okay? You look alright. I'm so relieved to see you again. If something had happened to you, I would have made me look really terrible as a detective, so I'm glad to see you're okay. Detective? I knew it, you lied to me. You really are just a government dog. I'll make you pay for this, you two-faced scumbag. If you're so desperate to take me to make me a weapon again, then I'll give you what you want and then some. Take this. Oh. Oh, that's not great. Oh, yes. Oh, we got damage up as well. Nice. Doesn't do too much, but it'll do, it'll do. Oh yeah, this will do it. Oh yeah. That's enough. I get it. I'm nothing more than a weapon to be fired off. I know I know that after fighting you now. But if that's the life I have to lead, then I wish I'd never been created. I don't even know. So it was a programmed Digimon made by a foreign military, huh? I'm sorry I interrupted your conversation, and I guess I gummed up the works real bad right then when you run him over. Still, at least you put a stop to things, even though it ended poorly. It really did. Now it's become a serious situation. I mean, not only did you find a top-secret military weapon, you also, well, destroyed it. If we're not careful here, this could turn into an international incident that even threatens our security treaty with that country. Just when Japan finally got them to move their bases too, that deal could vanish into thin air because of this. Oh, but don't think of this as your fault. Even if it were to lead to World War III, taking place, you shouldn't feel guilty. Great. Okay, I don't know if you... I didn't know you better. I think you were actually being serious. Oh, but I really am. When am I not? Anyway, Lady Luck must really take a shine to you. To tell you the truth, there was actually one other thing that flashlight could have been. So if it hadn't been a normal Mesa, but instead a phone-on Mesa, you wouldn't be standing here talking to us right now. I detected fluctuations in digital waves which made me immediately determine that they were functioning as a Mesa substitute. However, there was also the possibility that instead of microwaves being substituted, that it could have been ultrasonic waves. Rather than rely on photons, phonon Mesas, like the name implies, rely on amplified phonons, which make their... I feel like people ain't gonna understand this and just get bored. Properties are fundamentally different. If you'd been facing a phonon Mesa back there, you probably wouldn't have been able to use it like a normal network, like Internet Jump. Now do you get how lucky you are? You did some great work out there today, kiddo. But that's what your youth is in the first place, so keep it up. hell is the phone on? I really have no idea. I agree with what Detective Matayoshi said, so it's back to work with you, kiddo. The last Escoichi. Oh, the plot thickens. And so, it has come to my attention that an acquisition of the Nile Corporation by Commercial Enterprises was illegal. Some rotten underlings did it on their own with no permission, and although this was years ago, it was categorically the wrong decision, and as such I certainly will not let it slide. With that said, everyone who is even slightly involved, from the vice president on down to the delivery boys, I fired them all, each and every one. Moving on. From here on out, I shall run the companies personally, as its CAO. In a complete change from the old organisation, I shall now control the company directly. Decision making will be faster and we'll be able to provide the string of new services our customers demand. I'd like to start by taking the first step today. There's a very major project I've had in mind for a while now that I'd like to announce, and that is a major update to Eden, our flagship service and cornerstone of people's lifestyles everywhere. With this new update, you'll be able to do that, and maybe even those things. Those details are still secret, but we'll be hosting an early access demo event for people to try these new Eden updates ASAP. Please join us and experience for yourself our new sincerity along with the new possibilities offered by Eden. We got slammed. Indeed, our opponent is not to be underestimated. They really got the upper hand. We were about to launch a raid on Kamishiro on the basis of the materials you obtained for us, when there was a leak in the form of an internal announcement at Kamishiro regarding the raid. In other words, they admitted their guilt before we could pursue any charges. My superiors fell for it completely. They put an end to the case by seizing the evidence we prepared and arresting a scapegoat. It's a matter of speculation, but I suspect that it was Kashibi who ordered the announcement. The press conference must be a part of a cunning scheme as well. She probably figured that out if she got. She probably figured that if she got it to press the first, she could avoid the apologies and explanations that would invariably come later. But to a couple that with announcements of her becoming a new CEO, as well as these new large-scale Eden updates as well at the same time, given the old razzle-dazzle as to Kashiba's show she's running, she knows it. On the other hand, we did get evidence proving a connection between Kashibi and the demon hackers, but all the accounts associated with the demons have somehow been magically erased. It'd be tough to identify them in the real world. I see. I'm sorry, Kyo-chan, just when we finally had Kamishiro by the tail, they got away. No need to apologise. Even if we'd rushed into things earlier, it probably would have turned out the same. From Nokia, urgent, at K Cafe, what's up? Come see me. Great, just when we're having a serious talk, at least use a ringtone that doesn't suck all the dramatic tension out of the room. Oh, a call from Nokia Shira me. Don't worry about us, just go. You know the saying, strike while the iron is hot. There's nothing we can do right now. Waiting for her to make the first move is a valid plan on our part. Oh shit. Chapter 8. No stopping the girls. What fucking court? Or we can put your assistant skills to use. I swear that kid might be a godsend from your father, sent from the great hereafter. Maybe rushing into things might not be the worst idea, just a little bit. There's no guarantee that half cyber form will be able to sustain itself forever, and if Kamishiro finds out whose body is at the hospital, it won't end well, will it? Or possibly. It could be that they're leading Ronda alone on purpose, that they've known the truth for a while now. Like I said, the day of reckoning has come for the hackers who want to use Digimon for evil purposes. Oh, Ronda, you're late. Why are you always late like this? Back to what we were talking about. What do you mean by a day of reckoning exactly? Isn't it obvious? We'll take out the hackers and save the Digimon. Hey, isn't that a bit high-handed? Losing to Faye earlier made it very apparent that I don't have the chops to do this on my own. That's why I'm planning on forming a tamer group to face off against those mean old hackers. Tamer group? You both heard of the hacker team called the Judes. The Judes, they were a hacker team that was active a little while ago, right? That's right, Arata. I should have figured you'd know this stuff. Although members of the Judes were hackers, they never did anything evil that would have bothered ordinary users or Digimon. So what are you getting at? We can form a powerful team by gathering hackers like former Jude members and other like-minded folks. Oh, for fuck's sake, this fucking controller just won't stay fucking plugged in. Yeah, like my defaults. We call it. We call ourselves the Rebels, and we'll protect Digimon and Eden from evil hackers. What do you think? It's a totally great idea, right? Don't you think the name kicks butt? And Arata would be our leader, of course. There's no one else better for the job. What about me? Well, you're such an incredible hacker. You saved me that time I was hacking Kowloon. Oh, and you'll be a rebel too, Rhonda. It's okay, don't worry. I'll make you the vice assistant leader, okay? There, it's decided. Is the Rebels a good name? We could also go with the Digimon Helpers, or DH for short. No thanks. What? You won't do it? Wait, why not? How come? Oh, is it because you don't like the word leader? Is that the case? You could be the boss, or the captain, or El Jefe, or whatever you prefer. I don't have the time for your game of make-believe. Game of make-believe? I'm busy searching for the cause of that crazy sickness. You can go do what you want. Hey, Rhonda. Is this really the best time for you to be hanging out with someone like her? I need to talk to you. Come to Shinjuku later. I'll be waiting. What's up with that? This bites. Fine, he doesn't have to join us. We could do it without him, right, Rhonda? Maybe? Yeah? Hey you, you're Yuko Kamishiro, right? I heard about you from Rhonda. What are you doing in a place like this? Kyoko told me what was going on. She said Rona would be here. You have business with Rhonda? Rhonda is in here with the loudmouth. You had a very serious look on your face. What were you looking at? Oh, nothing. Monthly special hamburger set memory. Huge portions, thick and juicy hamburgers, extra rice. Free year round. Oh! That would be good. You hungry? Okay then, I'll see you around. Oh man, I could use that food. Use that hamburger. I'm so angry. You must be thinking he's all that. Look at me, I'm such a nihilist. I'm so cool, I'm so hot. Well, whatevs. It means there's only one solution. I'll be the leader. What's that look for? You don't have to be so shocked or dubious. Rhonda, you'll help me recruit new members, yeah? What? Why that big long pause there? You don't wanna? You don't want to? No, I'm really worried about the future. Oh, no need to worry, I've got a clear goal on this. I think Yugo from Zaxxas will understand what I'm saying a little better. Whatever will be, will be. Where there is a will, there is a way. Let's start by trying to invite Yugo. Oh, and we gotta keep Faye completely out of it. Well, she's kind of a creeper, ain't she? She talks funny and her style is a bit, she's definitely a perv. Pervert with a capital P. Pervert? What? Are you a friend of Rhonda's? It seems you're in the middle of something. I'll come back some other time. Oh no, we're not in the middle of anything. We're certainly not talking about perverts. Huh? Whoa, wait up. Are you Yuko Kamishiro from Kamishiro Enterprises? Yes. Well, she really is your friend, Rhonda. Well, I wouldn't go that far. So hey, does that mean that we're your friends too? What? I mean, right? The friend of a friend is a friend. That's been the way of things ever since, like, forever. Yes, well, I'm Nokia Shiramin. Call me Nokia or Akina if you like. That was my nickname back in elementary school. Can I call you Yuko? Oh, or Yukorin? Would be total adorbs. I'll be back later. Oh, she scared her away. Sure thing, Yuko. Later. But the thingy thing about you is that you've got some pretty well-developed relationships considering how poorly developed your character is. Anyway, let's go to Kowloon and find Yugo. What? You're going to report into the agency? Roger that. Let's meet in Kowloon then, someplace before. Hurry up. Well, that was fast. Are you done with your business with your friend? The Rebels? A friend is a friend? I have no idea what you're talking about, but you seem the type to be easily embroiled in trouble. Yeah. What happened to Detective Matayoshi? He just went home a few minutes ago. We're going to wait for Kamishiro to make their next move. For now, you have some free time. Helping your friends might be good use of your time right now. You never know how the wheels of fate will turn after all, as they say. One good turn deserves another. Huh? One good turn deserves another. You're saying I'm using that proverb wrong? Huh. If that's what you think, go look up that correct meaning. Alright, that all done. So she wants me to go to Kowloon, but my Arata wants to meet me at Thingy, at Shinjuku, so I might as well go do that first. He's down there. Hey, you're late. Well, I knew you'd be here. By the way, is Noki okay? Whatever, you should learn to mind your own business. When all's said and done, people with half-baked sense of justice and superficial sense of responsibility are the worst. And for her trying to be a leader, she knows nothing about bearing responsibility. But never mind that for now. I wanted to talk to you about the studio guy. You remember him, right? The strange Kamishiro researcher who was studying mysterious phenomena? There was something he said that's been bothering me. Actually, I retraced our steps and saw him again the other day. Hehehe. It really isn't polite to follow someone, you know. I suppose that's payback for the other day, Arata Sanada. Heh, you caught me. Is there something I can do for you? Yes, you said something before that bothers me. I wanted to know more about about your investigations too. Think I could take a peek? My, your attitude is so splendidly cynical. And your harbour is such an interest for my work too. I want you to tell me everything you know about Eden Syndrome, the Eaters. I will, of course, share whatever I know. It must have been fate that brought us together there. If, before locking out from Eden, your mental data is destroyed by an eater, you lose the ability to wake up. I see, so that's the reason behind your bizarre sickness. Indeed, although that is still just a hypothesis. But to think that logging into Eden could have an impact on the physical body in the real world, don't you find that fascinating? And how is the syndrome cured? That, unfortunately, I do not know yet. I do have something interesting on digital shifts, though. Don't keep me hanging here. We identified a pattern in digital wave abnormalities that trigger the digital shifts. There's always a certain amount of external interference immediately prior to a digital shift. After that, the digital wave increases in bandwidth and the digital shift appears. Interference? Yes, which means someone or something is controlling these digital shifts. There's only one conclusion we can reach. Well, that's also nothing more than conjecture, actually. Someone's intentionally causing digital shifts. If you're interested, why not do some research and study into what exactly is controlling any digital shifts? But I have to ask, why are you so interested in the Eaters and Eden Syndrome? I really want to know what causes this bizarre illnesses. I wonder if there are any other clues around here. I want to try and search the area. And for you, the ship has already set sail, no? Come on, give me a hand. Because we got her. Okay, let's go. That's what we're looking for. Huh? What's wrong? Why the sudden investigation of the Eden spot? What, you detected a special network, apart from the connections to Eden? Hey, hold up, what are you talking about? Huh? Go without a trace? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What in the heck is going on? Where in the heck? Oh yeah, he doesn't know about this, does he? Where am I? This is no ordinary network. It's much bigger and more expansive. Are these rapids in the digital wave? Oh, it's bloody Nanimon. That one in the middle is so weird. Look at it. That's so weird. Some of them do look odd, definitely. They're all giving me like plenty of XP though. Is this literally just taking us back to the beginning? Oh yeah, just to give a heads up as well, so I gave it a bit more thinking, and obviously we're going to be doing Knights of the Old Republic after this, but I've decided after Knights of the Old Republic I'm going to do Yakuza Kiwami 1. So we'll get the next Yakuza game in and done. There's a very small sliver of health there as well. Yakuza's was good. Yeah, I mean the thing is, The Witcher 3 I really do want to do. If I don't finish it, if I don't start or finish it before the end of the year, then it's fine. I will definitely play it at some point. But I've got loads of Yakuzas to do, so I figured it wouldn't hurt to get another one down. Plus, I've been seeing a lot of it recently, and I just really want to play it. This is great. This is like the first time that we've had one where the XP has been a constant 1,000. Oh, it's kicking off again. Digimon. Alright. Backstab, eh? Oh. Legs feel very tight today. Flipping heck is hard. Yeah. 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 This is really not much else I could say about it other than yeah. And then Sister Lucy, oh, Sister Seal, do it. That one over here. You got your AC in that arm. I think the lasagna was a mistake. Lasagna and S8. Alright, I'm gonna just quickly grind for a little bit. Got 2,000 on, Navi's got one, myself and Nev's got one. Alright, cool. Make sure you're both keeping them well. I'm about to get the next upgrade, like next level up for Greymon and this other one, but I just need to grind just a tiny bit. Right, so I'm getting like 1,500, like 1.5k experience. I've seen 6 people with Invincible today. With Invincible? A lovely map. Oh, okay, okay. Some people to get lucky. The amount of lich game. Oh, okay. I mean, not like that makes much more sense because I haven't seen it, but still, it's cool. Right. Big boys. Nice. Story behind it is that his mount, sorry, is it? That was his mount when he was alive, but it died and got buried. Oh, okay. Right, Greymon can be upgraded again, which is the first time in a while. Hey, it's Gary from SpongeBob. After transformation, he went and made it undead. Oh, okay. Oh no, she's asleep. There we go. Right, I've got a couple more attempts with this one. Oh, damage up as well. Can I one-hit everything? Oh, yes I can. Oh, the background's down. I have to up the light a bit. I turned the light down a bit because it was just getting hot, and I thought maybe the light will cool me. Like, if I don't have the light on so much, it'll cool me down. I just realised Kabuto one can also be upgraded again in a minute. So I might as well get all of those ready, and in that way we just blitz it. 3 new Digimon to start using. Oh, that did not do nearly as much damage as I was hoping for. How does it put me to sleep? I'll go admit, it's probably obviously it's going to be a pain cooking that lasagna, Neff, but think of how good it's going to taste when you're done. Next. Getting there. Think of how nice and warm it'll make you feel. Yeah, but it's different with food. I don't know, like... I was close to being like, I'm just gonna order a Domino's today. But then I didn't. I'll let it cool. Wait, you're gonna have... Oh, no. I was gonna say, you're gonna have cold lasagna, but you don't mean until it's physically cold. Or at least I don't think you do. But... yeah, that's my first thought, was like, you're gonna eat cold lasagna? So close. This is actually an amazing place to cold lasagna turn out to. Really? I mean, I've never had lasagna that I've liked, and I've only had lasagna twice. So, my opinion on lasagna is not a good one anyway. Brought lasagna is shit. The times that I've had it weren't brought ones, it was ones at like cafeteria-like places. So it was like done there. I just need to check for a minute because I'm actually really curious. I think all of these have... no, that's 51, we're not doing that. That's 45, that could be possible. 45, 53, 45, 51. Right, we're gonna grind for a bit because I can get myself some more digis, which I kind of want. No, that's not good. Like I said, that's the only time that I've had it. I do want to make it, I just haven't found a recipe that I want to use for it. I wonder what the female nun can turn into. So that's going to be different. Actually, it's going to be a while doing that. The Digiline stuff I can normally go back into, so I'm going to trust that I can. Lasagna, non-life change. Hey, you want to make me lasagna? I'll take it. So homemade or not, cold design does not sound tempting. Guess you wouldn't know unless you tried it. Hey, how you going? Hey, Iron, how you doing? Today's going pretty well. We're doing quite a lot of Digimon and I finally got through. What happened just now? What the heck did you do? Anyway, I'm headed your way now. I want you to hear everything about what happened. My mum's one cold. That's so good. You just love your mum's cooking, which is, you know, very standard thinking. I see, so you have Eden syndrome too. You were devoured by an eater. Love Digimon. This is my first time well, obviously I've been playing it for a few streams now, but before this game I had no interaction with anything Digimon other than knowing the name. The woman is cracking cook. Yeah, it sounds it. Suedo's theory is right. And your connection jump ability. You could do that because of your current body is. Yeah. Oh, no way. Yeah, where I was, it was more of you were one or the other, and I was always Pokemon, so... But to be honest, the last Pokemon game was shocking. I didn't even finish it. I can't really... I suppose I probably can't give my own two cents on it. I never finished Pokemon Sword, but it was very uninteresting. I'm sorry, I should never have left behind like that. Actually, to be honest, now that I think about it, Pokemon Sun was also uninteresting. I never finished that one either. Don't worry about it, you're too kind. Well, I guess that's that. We have yet another reason to investigate Eden Syndrome. I wish I'd grown up, played the PS games in the early 2000s. Oh, Max was in here talking about one on PlayStation 1 called, is it Digimon Rumble? Saying that was really good. I imagine that might be one of the ones that you possibly played. Let's explain the truth of this story so we can get your body back too. Sure. Huh? What's wrong? Did stuff? It's a labyrinth. This is... So the phenomenon we're investigating just so happens to occur right where we wound up. That's too perfect to be a mere coincidence. Jesus keeps catching me off guard. Hey, you're coming too, right? I was greedy and like Pokemon too. Haha, because we have the clear target now, let's go. But there's something shiny on the floor, I want it. I want the thing on the floor. It never ceases to amaze me, the sight of a digital world where the real and electronic intersect. This place looks like it always did before, like a dive without an exit. So all we have to do is take out the Bakemon and change everything back to normal. I need a library. I need a Digilab. I've got things to evolve. Loads of things, mate. Loads of things. You wouldn't even know the kind of things. Hey, a snowman! Or the snow bear. That's my Bayonetta character, that is. Get those out, and there's just one left. Destruction cannon. I was greedy on my Pokemon too. I mean, it wasn't the case that I just ignored them. I suppose I just never really gave it the chance. I knew it existed, but I just didn't go out of my way to look at it. Oh, yeah, so they're all stuck in the dream state. Electromon in the farm's at max level. Ooh! We've got quite a few that we can evolve now. I like it. We just need a spot to access the Digi farm. Oh, some trees. Yeah, let's see if I can get the ones that I just hit both of them at the same sort of time. Yeah, that'll do. It's draining me. I like my Bayonetta character. We've still got a while before she can actually be updated, before she can be leveled up again. Yes. You have my attention. Oh, both of those are so close. So, Kabutoromon, Greymon, and Darugamon all can be upgraded, plus Elecmon in the farm. We have a bunch. We have like 4 so far that we can upgrade. I can't wait. Blah, blah, blah. Back a brush. Yeah, just get rid of that. Oh, don't use... It's not like it would do a lot of damage to me anyway, but it just makes no sense as to why it uses crappy little moves like that. So, X-Veem and Sanglopmon also will both level up when they hit level 45. So at the moment, I'm just sort of feeling like... I wasn't going to, but considering that we're killing everything pretty easily, I might as well just level up as much as I can now. Get them to the point where I can just keep bombarding, giving them upgrades. That's what I wanted to say. And then I can evolve those two as well, and then I can do all of them all at once. I also need to find a new program to watch tonight. I might check out that Tiny Creatures that you were talking about, North. So I finished watching Spaced, so that's done and dusted now. Hello. That doesn't really do anything. I feel like that's probably a waste. I might be able to do the gun trick again and wipe them both out, if I'm lucky. It's more like kind of documentary and genuine fiction though. They did add stories to the thing. That's fine, I actually quite like stuff like that. If it's like about food or animals or locations, I'm kind of okay with documentaries. Anything else, I'm sort of like, I don't want to know. like if I'm not sure if anyone here's watched it, but I would highly recommend it. And I know if I say it, you'll be like, but really is it? But the new Netflix show that Zac Efron's done on Netflix is actually pretty good. It's basically him and his friend go around different places, and they see how the world does like things better for the planet. Down to Earth. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, Down to Earth with Zac Efron. I really liked it. When I went into it, I thought it was like, it's Zac Efron. It's probably not going to be that interesting, but it actually really was. If you like shows like that, where you go to different places and you get to see new things you didn't know about, then I'd highly recommend that show. I would imagine it would. I'm pretty sure all Netflix originals are out there for every country. Unless it's not, but that would seem weird because it's a Netflix original. I probably have a monster that's a lot better than dealing with these, but considering I'm trying to level these three up specifically, I kind of need them to be doing most of the work. Looks like it does. Yeah, I mean, there's only like 6 episodes, I think. But if you've got the time, I'd recommend it, especially if you like watching documentaries. Because it's not like well, actually, there's probably ones just like it, so I can't say that. But I don't know. I just thought it was really interesting. It was weird seeing how some countries have set things and plans, like how to better use stuff rather than using like fossil fuels, I guess that would be the term, and stuff like that. Like they do something that's a bit better for the whole world. Right, I've got 2 levels left for them, and then we can digivolve. Alright, we got one completely wiped out, which is great. And it missed. Alright, cool. We're getting there, we're getting there. That nearly got him. That cactus is making me think of Cactar from Final Fantasy. That beefy one. We do actually have one of those. Oh, that didn't nearly do as much as the last time. And that one should kill that one, hopefully. No, it uses guard break instead because it's an idiot. Blah, blah. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. It did do what I wanted it to do anyway, but the thing killed it, so we're good. Doing all of this is actually really reminding me of when we had to grind killing the Tom berries in Final Fantasy VIII to get the King Tom berry. I really don't understand what gets the chains working. Oh, damage up as well, nice. Not bad. See you later. Get rid of that one because that one's lowest health. Oh shit, she's panicking. Alright. We're so close I can taste it. They've literally got... We've got 5 encounters. No, 6 encounters to do. And then we've done it. And then we can go Digivolve a shit ton of Digimon right now. Fire element 2. Does that heal it a little bit? No, it doesn't. Okay. I love that silent, but it's looking bloody good. What, the lasagna? Yeah. Oh, I want a picture. I've actually got lasagna sheets downstairs in the cupboard. I just need to find a good recipe that I want to try. Just melting the cheese on top, and then I'll take some. Juicy. Did you eat your remaining nachos in the end? Because didn't you save some of them? Unfortunately, I didn't have spinach. But yeah, the nachos were eaten. Some butcher shops with some lasagna they make. Still not homemade, obviously. Yeah, but I feel like butchers would be the next best thing, right? Because the butcher would make them. Guess it depends. That's the thing, I didn't... Let's just say yesterday all I ate was like a handful of peanuts. But I wasn't hungry at all yesterday. Still not a good reason, but... Yeah, so yesterday was probably not the only downfall of it was the fact that, one, I barely ate, and two, I forgot to do my Spanish because I was streaming, so I lost my track record. So I was on 37 days in a row, but now I'm back down to 1 whenever I do it later. Yeah, get yourself some pizzas today. Oh yeah, I brought myself some oven pizzas that I'm gonna have. Alright, we've got 2 more encounters and then we're done. No, wrong button. Oh, I didn't kill it. One more and we're there. Bella, bella. I didn't kill it, but that one will. There we go. Right, now we've got to go Digivolve, people. Right. No. You said cold, you mean actually cold or just, I don't know, lukewarm? That's what I was thinking, was maybe just lukewarm, but I don't know. So that's the one that I just done a minute ago. Okay, so I can go back and do these a bit later to grind up and get Digimon that I didn't have before. That'd be pretty good. Right, so we're gonna be doing some meddling because I'm gonna save the game a couple of times. And we're gonna back out and change up and see what we got. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the one in the farm, which was just Electamon, I believe. Yeah. Right, so Digifarm 2. Right, that's a little bit away. That's really that's yeah. Right, Electamon. Okay, so just that one. And then this one. There's only one close, really, to be quite honest with you. Right, so Digivolve Electamon. Right, so we can get that one up there, which is 15, speed is 20, 50, and cam is 25%. I get that one, I can get that one. I want this one for it. Let's just see what it turns into. Garamon. Okay, one of the other ones that I had when I was going through turned into a black one of that. That's pretty cool. Alright, so... Nope. I'm gonna save that because I'm gonna keep that one. But we're gonna mess about with these other ones that I've got. They're making new words, I see. Right, so my party Digimon. So, Duragamon can be upgraded. I've got two possibilities. Ability 10, count as 50%. I'm not going to bother with trying to get ability or cam, but we'll check between these two. This one looks like they have a sword. So let's see what this one is. I was saying earlier about someone with katana looking things would be cool. Grademon, oh damn. That's cool. Right. Let's back out, we'll go back in and I'm gonna see what the other one is that I could have got. At the moment, some of these are more just about how it looks compared to what they actually do. Cheat. No. It's not cheating, because I might go back to it. I just want to see what the other one looks like. I'm doing this all based on looks, than actually powers. Such cheats. Wow. Rude. Rude. Fashionmon. Exactly. It's all about fashion. How can I say no to this one? This is much cooler than a bloke with two swords. Alright, I'm keeping that one. Alright, save game. Yeah, at this point, it's all about which one looks better. Right, so X-Veman is my next one. He can't be done at all. Shit. I'd have to back out and do it. Or... I put him in farm too. It did. Alright, I think I can now do that. Oh, I can. Cool. Right, so move Digimon. X-Veman. But yeah, that was very weird though, because I returned to a bloke with two swords and a cool cape to a massive red dragon. So yeah, that was different. Right, so the first one is this one. Wingdramon. That's pretty cool. Why is he wearing a bra? But okay. Alright, let's go see what the other one is. of this data. Choose a go opposite. Well, I assume so, yeah. The other ones we're just going to ignore. There's only 2 available, so... Magna Angemon. No. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Dragon. And it's not just because I love dragons, but mainly because... I don't know, it just didn't look very nice. Cool. Alright, I have to be careful now because all of them are starting to get to the point where I'm starting to run out of memory again. So it means I might need to leave one behind. Right, so the next one would be Greymon, right? Yeah. All of them are possible for Greymon. Let's start with the weaker level, so this one. Oh, I saw that. I didn't like that one. Mega Dramon. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. I saw the black version of that and I wasn't impressed. I kicked his ass as well. So next one level-wise would be this one. Skull Greymon, that's different. Oh, it's got a shark on his back as well, that's... I'm not quite sure why it's got a shark on his back. That one is in the running. Alright, we've got 2 more to check out for Greymon. Good old Bernie, yeah. That one, like, took a lot of, that one was a big upgrade to the memory, though. Actually, all of these are. The only one that isn't is the one where it's just a fly one. So we'll do this one. No, this one. And see what this one's like. Oh, that's pretty cool. He's got like a claw hand, metal Greymon. I still doesn't think it looks that great. It's just turned it into like a cyborg. If this next one isn't very good, then we're going with Bony Boy. It's just a different variant. I don't recall, did you get Man-Eater? Man-Eater? The shark. Oh! No, I didn't. I thought you were on about a Digimon. I was gonna say, no. Or at least I was trying to remember a Digimon called Man-Eater, but... No, I never got it in the end. It did look heckin' fun though, and like a big fun game to play. honestly, because I noticed it has a bit of 3 DLC now. Oh, really? Alright, I'm gonna just put... I'll put it away for now. Nope. Extra Evolution Tiger Shot. Oh, nice! Right, so next one is... Sangalopman. You only got well, that was just completely black out. Intelligence and ability up low. Shit. I think that's actually something possible for me to do. Do I have food that gives you extra intelligence? I can't remember. Yeah, I do. Cool. Leave the Digifarm. Right, so Sangalopman is now there. Let's just save the game again. So there's definitely one we can't get in this just because we don't have the... we don't have what is a Beast Spirit of Light held. But I want to check these out first. So we're going to check this one first. At a dorm. That's different from a shady wolf. Where Garamon Black version. I might have picked up the PS1 Digimon game the other day. How you doing, actor? This is a crappy one. This is why we saved. At this point, it's just fashion mon for me. I just want the good looking ones. Right. This one has to be a good one because the other two have sucked. Where Garurumon? Eh. You know what? It's better than the shady ninja man, so I'm gonna take it. I'll keep him in. But it kind of sucks because the wolf was much better, cooler looking than this one. Alright, save game. Alright, what's left? Is it just Kabuto? Alright, that's 53, 51, 51, 37, 1, 1. Okay, right, so we've just got Kabuto left. I don't want the big tree. Metal Garurumon. This is the one you want. He's the famous one. Oh yeah, but I assume that's the one that I can't have, but you need a special item for it. Right, I'm just gonna save the game again. Right, Digimon. So we're gonna check out the lower level one and then the higher level one. Mega Kabutoramon. Okay, that's quite cool. I could deal with that one. I have no idea how Digimon works, by the way. I never played it. There's certain things that you need to fill in for it to actually apply to be able to evolve it into one of the variants. That one's in the running. That one's in the running. But we're going to check out the other one because it's a higher level, which might mean it's just better. But also, if it looks cooler, I'm nabbing it. Digivolve, Kabutoramon. We're not having a big tree, because a big tree sucks. I'm taking Mega Kabutoramon. I don't want I don't want that one. I think she's the one that caused trouble in one of the side missions for a person because she really liked a human and kept cutting off his thing. I've the first game in the set, but never got as far as Panda now. I don't even think I'm that far. I'm only on like what, chapter 8? I think it's supposed to be a pretty big game. Cool, right, so I've got not much room left. Those are good to keep. 2 of those, 2 of those. Oh, actually I've got 3 of those. Digibank. I can't even put another one of my 14s in. I do plan to play, but you know, so many games. Yeah. What have I got in mine? I can't even put one of them in there. Two boxes, 2 stars, 3 drops. That's sort of... Yeah, it'll do. And let's put the 2 big ones that I just got into the thing. So put that into Farm Island. There we go. Cool. None of those will really fit in my pocket right now. Alright, so let's change my Digimon out for a hot minute. August, no. So let's do a different teardrop there. Let's do that one. So each one of a kind there. Which should do. Alright, let's get a little bit further in this, and then obviously we'll call it there for today. So let's keep going for a little bit. But yeah, I've never played any of them before this one, actor, so... it's the Kissune one! I want that one. I'm sure I'll get around to playing it in a few years' time. Probably, yeah. Everything getting leveled up now. Anything down here? Nope. Oh, we got damage up as well. Nice. Ah. And it's Dunzo. Cool. Everything's getting bumped up now, level-wise. It's good, okay. Oh, hey, it's a Leomon. Metal Meteor. Oh, bam! That one. There you go. I didn't realize it had like a metal unicorn horn. Hot diggity damn, hotty damn. As a good son. Alright, so that's clear now. The path is set. I just want to check the setting on my Digimon. You can't. You've got room to learn something new, so that's fine. So do you. So do you. You don't have a duplicate, so that's fine. You don't have a duplicate either. I'm not going to be using that one. At least Bloodline 2 got loads of trade on now as well. Yeah, but I don't see that as necessarily a good thing. I mean, it's good that they're taking their time with it, you know, and they don't think they're gonna get it out, and you know they're being honest with everyone. That's fair, but the reason why Bloodlines 1 originally got like so drafted, from what I've been told, is because it came out around a bunch of other really well-known games that people were anticipating. So I've got a feeling if it's not going to be on PlayStation 5, which we're not 100% sure on, and it's only going to be PlayStation 4, depending when it comes out and around what, it's sort of like a point where you're like, well, is it going to be disregarded again? So I'm hoping it's not. I don't know if I'm going to be picking it up day one anymore, just because I was saying this guy earlier release comes to say it, PlayStation 5. Yeah, I just don't think I saw them ever say it. That was the ghost of the pale boy that we saw earlier. So if the previous pattern holds, the backer must be nearby, right? Huh? Hey, what are you guys doing? We thought if we followed you, we'd find the exit. I already told you, I don't need a whole crew of tag-alongs that are following after me. Whoa, what's that? It's the eater! Heh, I was just as expected. Here it comes. What? Hang on, seriously? What is this thing doing? Let's see what Google says. I mean, it very well could be. I don't remember seeing them say it was going to be PlayStation 5. It digivolved, so it transformed after devouring a person. Rhonda, keep your guard up. There's a theory that is stronger after transforming. E5, 95. Game smart, mate. Oh, okay, cool. That's fair enough then. I've got link in Discord. Cool. I didn't remember seeing it. Then it just comes down to, is it going to be coming out around a game at a time that also has something out that people want to play? Kiki! Hey, Kiki! This one is taking a little bit longer. It's not doing mad damage to us though. It's just... It takes brute damage for sure. Oh yeah, I'll look at the article. I'm not going to watch the trailer. It could be the one that we saw before, but I wasn't that impressed with that one, to be honest. That's why I'm still like, I don't know if I'm going to bother getting it straight away. It's going to be weird as well, because I'm not going to be getting Cyberpunk when it comes out either. It's a wild Kiki. Indeed. But good morning to you, Kiki. How are you doing on this day? That is Tuesday. You can scan Kiki enough times. Does he evolve like a Digimon? Maybe. Maybe. We can only try. Data is converging. Intelligence up, defense down. Oh, your defense going down helps me so much. You don't even know. And a damage up. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty well, Kiki. How are you doing? Maybe if we feed him a few times. feeling good, just hungry. Oh. Me too, Kiki, me too. So much XP! Gatomon is one level away from being able to get Pandamon. It's nearly happening. I don't think it's too warm to eat, I just think it's possibly too warm to is the main thing. It really was as strong as theorized after all, huh? Cat turns into a panda. Yeah, that cat can turn into a panda. Or, well, it's called Pandamon, but I had a look and it's actually just a teddy bear that's a panda with a cape. It looks badass. Ooh, so taking out the eater makes everything go back to normal. Same as always. That's a relief. But still, we took down a Bakamon, but something is still controlling a strange phenomenon and we still don't know what. Same goes with the syndrome. We didn't get any new info. Oh, then that means... Oh, it's Sudamon again. You, what are you doing here? I came when I detected the digital shift. Were you two caught up in it, perchance? I see. Well, then why didn't you say anything? That's not the sort of thing to keep about. And? There was something new this time around? Ah, yes. Well, it was powerful, so much so that the Bakamon could transform after eating someone. Oh, that is very interesting. The information fits into a new theory I am postulating. A new theory? It seems that an eater changes its form bit by bit to reflect what it incorporates into itself. By incorporating human data, the eater was able to attain the form of what is close to a human. Could it be that eaters have become to find more simple data, digital data, satisfying? It could be attempting to incorporate data from humans, which are organic life forms. Human data? What the heck for? I don't know yet. Not for right now. At least, thank you very much for the valuable information. Hey, wait. Ah yes, things have been left unsaid. I know you're a big fan of mine. I find you rather agreeable myself. What? What a creepy thing to say. No, your outlaw spirit, wanting to stay unencumbered. Your rebellious streak, your desire to defy things greater than yourself. So many possibilities are open to you, Mr. Arata. Let us meet again very soon, I hope. Sheesh, I can get a word in edgeways, and then he just up and disappears. Story time for Panda. Alright, you give me a minute, I'll do that. There really is something fishy about him. Is he really just interested in research? Okay, I've made up my mind. I'm going to look into things until I know for sure what Pseudo and Kamishiro are really about. Oh, story time! Oh, I thought that was redeemed like the poem thing. Yeah, what kind of story are you after? How am I going to look into them? By sneaking into Kamishiro Enterprises, of course. It should be easy, right? As long as we use your connection jump and my hacking expertise. Besides, we've got connections, don't we? I'll need to think up a plan. I'll be in touch. Nokia said to me and Cowlin, if I'm late, she'll probably get mad again. Oh, she'll always get mad. Something from my younger days. Okay. Okay. So one day, it's not a long one, but one day when I was quite young, like in the 1920s, you know, back then, when I was a little younger, one time we went to the farm, or went to a farm, should I say. Wait, can I not go here? Wait, but there was a chest that I couldn't get hold of. Why wouldn't it let me go in the shopping district? Alright, anyway. So, yeah, when I was a bit younger, we took a trip to a farm? Yeah, no, it was a farm. But there was just sold, like, animals there. Not as in farm animals, but just animals. Guys, away from the cold design, you know, come listen to the story. It's really not a long one. I can't remember if I talked about it before. But we were going around this farm, and there's like loads of different animals, and such and so forth. And I remember I was petting the animals, and then like it was on the chance that we were coming back, and I got violently chased by a chicken. But I was like really young at that point, and it scared the shit out of me. So I was like running zigzag, trying to get to my uncle's car. It's terrifying at the time. I didn't know what it was going to do to me. I was so small. But yeah, it's a story for you. Baby chicken. Oh, it's an adult chicken. It wasn't. I said it was terrifying. Obviously, an adult chicken. It wouldn't have been a baby chick. You insult me. I just realised, have I lost my... Yeah, I've lost my ability to call in encounters. Oh, that's 53, not 51. Alright, well, what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to leave it there, because I'm not going to be able to get too much more done, because it's mostly just probably going to be talking for the most part. So I'm going to leave it there. Also, because I want to put my tea on now. Hopefully it won't be too hot when it comes around to eating it. Kiki, don't be like that. You can't be like that. What do you mean you ending? I've been on for like nearly 6 hours. You remember I'm starting like at 12 each day this week, aren't I? Because I don't have work. Yeah, so like tomorrow, so I'm gonna be doing streaming tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Oh, Sundays I'm not too sure about yet. But yeah, for like Monday, for tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday, or pretty much this week when I stream, apart from Sunday if I do it, it's gonna be 12 till 6. Because it just fits in a bit better for me to be able to stream then have my dinner, and then I've got the afternoon to watch other people. Whereas normally I have to miss out on other people's streams because I'm around doing my own little one. But it also means I get to do longer streams. Which seems like it's needed with Digimon. Because Digimon's been heckin' long. But saying that, we're on like, I think, just over 18 hours on Digimon now. Let's just find a song. What's a good one? Oh. Come on, give me some good. No, that's not it. Oh, alright, okay, that apparently switches songs. Here you go, a Final Fantasy VII Remake song, this'll do. Hold on, let me see this first. Okay, Kiki. Love that song. So, obviously, like I said, I'll be back again tomorrow at 12 o'clock for more Digimon. see me. This is a pretty good song. I'm just waiting for it to load, because it's not wanting to load for me. We get this part in the game. Something's up with my Twitch, it's just not loading anything for me. Sounds like, yeah, I don't know where it is, like, everything's loading for me, but as soon as I go on Twitch, the videos aren't loading, and it's saying that I'm getting a network error, which is weird, because if I had a network error, I wouldn't be streaming right now. Let me get it up on my phone. Oh no, I can load it up, but the video doesn't load for me. Right, okay. Either way, we're still raid. We're still raid. Right. Currently playing Holy Potatoes Were in Space. I don't know what that is. But, as per my usual, there's my socials and there is my Discord. Thank you anyone that obviously joined in with us today. Heck and love you all for joining me. It's great as always.
We're losing.
Oh, I've got bloody advert now. And it's of a show I've already watched, so I don't care. I've already seen upload, Amazon. Take it back. Alright. My thing's working now, so I can jump in and I can actually see it. So yeah, if you can, drop the panda butts. They were shit too. I actually quite liked it. I quite liked Upload. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining me. If you've been lurking and you enjoyed the stream, obviously please feel free to hit that follow button. Otherwise, have a good rest of your day or night, depending on where you are. Drop some panda love and panda butts, and I'll see you all tomorrow.